travelers. Mag, I, and
Skeletor's back
on day 160 of our trip around the United States. Today and the next few days are not like anything else we have on the plan. These are the only days in the plan that I had no hand in whatsoever. Skeletor 10 did all the planning, and I was more than happy to let him do it because I know he's a very accomplished cacher and knows how to make the geocaching plan happen. So for the next 4 days, we're going to be covering the entire northern part of Texas. All of the counties and pages that we need up there by Oklahoma, we'll be running through. This is a very aggressive plan. Very aggressive. We will be covering more miles each day than I've covered in any standard day. Skeletor 10 was not interested in doing long hikes and big adventures. Most of what we're going to be doing over the next 4 days is going to be pretty close to the car, doing parking grabs, lots of lamp skirts, and maybe some guardrails and other stuff along the way. For today's route, we have 380 miles to cover as we make our way north. We're going to hug the border of Oklahoma and then cut in west. Pretty excited to be out here geocaching?
Absolutely. Let's get good.
You think we're going to get through the whole plan today?
Maybe. Rock solid, maybe.
We're going to get through this thing, but it's going to be dark. There's no chance that we will finish before the sun goes down. If we're lucky, we'll be finishing with time to actually get some sleep. That's all I'm really hoping for. Let's do this thing? Let's do it. Come on, let's check it out.
Our first day geocaching back on the road together begins in Gainesville in Leonard Park, not too far from where I ended the night last night. We took this opportunity to visit not only the Veterans Memorial in this park, but also the Gold Star Families Memorial as well. And then we were quickly on to our targets for the day.
So when we started out, he warned me that this trip was going to be a lot of park and grabs and lamp skirt lifters. I expressed no concern over that because I knew with a bunch of lamp skirt lifters, we're going to be seeing this. I am absolutely loving life right now. Aichan's very excited about him in here too. And she's going to steal a seat. Look at that. Oh, Skeletor 10 lost his seat. Again, let's see what he says when he finds out that he just got seat jacked. That's right, play cool, Aichan. Maybe he won't notice. Maybe he won't notice you're there. Shh, shh, shh.
Let me just...
I think he noticed she's in a seat.
Skeletor 10's route brought us through several small towns, grabbing quick P&Gs along the way.
Skeletor 10 is going to spoil me. Look at this. Once again, I'm in the driver's seat, watching comfortably, while he's out in the cold, stamping the logs. Back in business, baby.
When I spotted a geocache hidden on the map at this old phone booth, I just knew we had to stop. How could I resist the opportunity to check just one more payphone?
All those Clark Kent caches in Oklahoma, and it takes coming to Texas to find a real phone booth. Now, I don't think it's gonna work, but y'all know I'm gonna try this thing. Phone number 3. That's number 3. Real phone booth, real operational telephone. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a day.
Coming into St. Joe within Montague County, we made a couple of quick finds and checked out the memorial before heading down the road to take a look at the Artillery Museum, the largest private collection of artillery in the U.S. Much to our dismay, we found that the museum was closed today, only open on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Nevertheless, I still enjoyed the opportunity to look through the various pieces that they had on display outside of the museum. Heading out of town, I saw a few more pieces that caught my eye and stopped off once again. That's when a gentleman pulled up next to us and asked what I was doing. When I let him know what we were doing, he informed us that he was the director of the museum and invited us in for a private tour. We could not respond quickly enough that we would be right over. The first thing that will catch your eye upon entering the museum is the Walk of Honor for the Texas Medal of Honor recipients. But that is only the starting place for what is an amazing collection of military vehicles, aircrafts, and tanks. There are 3 families of artillery on display here. The tube artillery types consist of cannons, howitzers, gun howitzers, anti-aircraft, and anti-tank. They can be wheel-mounted or self-propelled. The rocket artillery family consists of small, inaccurate rockets fired from simple launchers or large rockets, technically missiles, with significant range and precision accuracy. And the mortar family are generally man-portable infantry weapons that are smooth-bore and drop-fired. Everything contained within the museum is fairly modern. The primary focus of the many pieces in the collection is World War II, Vietnam's, and other wars and conflicts leading up to the present time to include the war in Ukraine. While somewhat limited, there are also some artillery pieces dating back to World War I and an early use of World War II until more modern weapons became available. All of the pieces within the collection have been demilitarized, which made us feel a whole lot better about the Honest John in the back of the warehouse, because this thing delivers one heck of a payload. The demilitarizing process means that those items are no longer able to function as originally intended. This can take place through several different methods, including filling barrels with concretes, drilling holes in them, or otherwise welding out important parts. All the munitions on display are also inert, having come from training, drilling, or schooling munitions that have either never been live or contain any energetic material. The vast majority of pieces within this collection are accompanied by data plates or data characteristic sheets that describe where it came from, how it performs, and the type of munitions that it uses. Needless to say, it would be easy to lose hours within this museum, looking at all the individual pieces, reading the data plates, and learning a little bit about the artillery that has been in use through the United States and around the world. We spent a great deal of time with the director, walking through each of the pieces in the museum and learning a little bit about what they had to offer. Skeletor 10 and I both profusely thanked the director for the tour and could not show our appreciation enough for all of the time he spent to walk us through the pieces and teach us a little bit about the collection. And with free entry available to the public, you should also put this awesome artillery museum on your to-do list if you ever find yourself near St. Joe.
I've said it many times before, every day has its own flavor. Today's flavor is definitely going to be very heavily military. We just came from the Artillery Museum, and now we're here at the VFW pouring over these old trucks. I can't wait to see what else the road has in store for us.
Detoured by construction, we found ourselves on a seemingly familiar dirt road out into the countryside.
So somehow, some way, we have to follow this long dirt road because the highway is closed. We get to this spot, Skeletor 10 says, there's a cache right there. And wouldn't you know it, I just found this cache 2 nights ago. What are the odds? He's gonna open that up and find my name. There it is! There it is! Restamp!
This is the remix.
Boom! Stamped again! Alright, now I'm really done with this counting.
Although Skeletor 10 and I had both geocached in Wichita County on a previous trip, we could not resist the opportunity to drop into the Oscar Park and Gordon Lake within Iowa Park. Here we took a walk across this little footbridge in pursuit of a virtual. It provided a nice contrast to what had been a day full of parking grabs and gave us a fantastic opportunity to take the dog out on a walk. We enjoyed a nice view out over the lake before hopping back into the car and continuing our way through the target list.
You're standing on it. I tried smelling it. It's there.
Ain't nothing there. You said it popped.
Gotta break that rust a little bit.
It seemed that most places we stopped offered veterans memorials of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. We haven't been doing a lot of caching today, but when we are, we're lifting skirts. Oh, we're rich! Oh, it's some candy? Is it candy? Oh, it's a bouncy. Oh, darn, I thought I had a snack. $1! Yeah, that's what's up!
It has certainly turned out to be a fun day of geocaching in Texas with Skeletor 10.
Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Is it a winner? Da-da, da-da. Da-da. Oh, that's... This looks like it's seen better days to me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, and a little box under there, too. Nice find. Yeah.
That's awesome.
The important moment. Get that ink on the dog. Here we go. Ooh, beautiful. Upside down, but still beautiful.
Oh, have here?
Looks like a fishing expedition to me.
Oh my God, come on already.
How far does it go?
Gee, Eddie.
There it is! Woohoo!
Took forever.
But it was in there.
It was in there though.
Our final stop of the day was the city of Cowal, the county seat of Ford County, wild hog capital of the world, with a population of around 1,000 people. With around 2.5 million feral pigs spread amongst the 254 counties within Texas, this state features more hogs than some states feature people. We enjoyed the opportunity to tour the courthouse grounds under the light of the setting sun. We also took the time to assess our target list versus the amount of daylight we had left and knew that we were pretty far behind and had a long night of caching ahead.
All right, that brings a close to another day and our first day out on the road here in Texas. It didn't go quite as planned today. We're further behind schedule than we intended to be, but that was probably my fault. Once I'd met the owner of the Artillery Museum in St. Joe, there was no way we were going to leave that city without getting a full tour of the museum. It was by far the highlight of the day to be able to walk through there and see all those different artillery pieces on display, dating all the way back through the wars coming to Korea, Vietnam, and Iraq, all of the pieces from the Soviet Union, Germany, and other countries that are still continuing to fight to this day. We've had a pretty good run despite how slow we went today, and we're probably about 4 hours behind where we want to be, so we're going to be geocaching well into the night. Hopefully I will be able to keep us on time tomorrow and I won't cause so many delays. Sorry about that, Skeletor.
Alright, we had a good trip today.
Thank you guys for joining us. Like this video, subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates, and we'll see you out on the trails.